We started off our day by going to Mount Vernon. It was where George Washington lived. It was a mansion. The mansion is 10 times the size of an average home in colonial Virginia. Today, 1 million visitors pass through the mansion each year, but Washington himself hosted as many as 677 guests at the mansion in one year. The cupola is topped with a weather vane in the shape of a dove to show peace. Mount Vernon is not symmetrical, but George Washington wanted it to be. The exterior of the mansion is rusticated to look like stone, but it is made out of yellow pine siding. I felt astonished when we were at George Washington's house because it was his actual house that he lived in.
Next, we visited the Iwo Jima Memorial. It is also known as the Marine Corps Memorial. The architect of the memorial is Felix de Weldon. On February 19, 1945, about 70,000 Marines invaded the small Pacific island of Iwo Jima, which was under control of the Japanese army. The island was a strategic objective due to its airfield, which was used for attacks. When you walk around this memorial and look at the flag, there is an optical illusion that the flag is being raised, and at another angle of the memorial, the flag is raised. Japan knew they would lose the Battle of Iwo Jima. It was really cool at the Iwo Jima Memorial, and it made me feel very patriotic.
After that, we went to Arlington National Cemetery. It owns over 600 acres. It also has over 400,000 graves. Arlington National Cemetery is the only national cemetery to hold servicemen from every war in the U.S. history. 3 World War II enemy combatants are buried in the cemetery. 2 of them are Italian prisoners of war, and 1 of them is a German prisoner of war. Nearly 4,000 former slaves are buried in this cemetery. Soldiers plant flags in front of every tombstone on Memorial Day weekend. We also went to changing of the guard in Arlington. They were very organized and also were very neat with their clothes. I felt sad for the people that gave their lives for saving America.
Then in Arlington, we went to the John F. Kennedy Memorial. On his grave, he has an eternal flame that never burns out. The permanent site replaced a temporary grave and eternal flame used during President Kennedy's funeral on November 25, 1963. Miss Onassis is laid to rest next to Kennedy and their 2 children who died in infancy. Patrick, who died 3 days after birth in August 1963, and a daughter who was stillborn in 1956. Miss Onassis is John F. Kennedy's wife. I felt impressed because I was seeing an eternal flame which I have never seen before.
After a very long day exploring, we went to the airport and we each got $10 to get some lunch. Then our flight was delayed, so me and my friends played cards. Then we went to Kansas City. It was a very, very fun and very tiring trip. If you go on this trip, you should definitely get a lot of sleep, because everyone that went on this trip after we were done was really, really tired.
Thank you to all of the parent chaperones and teachers for all of your effort and dedication to make this trip possible. We appreciate it so much.